Hello and welcome. You're watching NDTV 24/7. Our big coverage on the India-Pakistan conflict continues on NDTV. What we are given to understand at the moment is that in Firozpur, Pakistani drone has hit residential area. 3 people have been injured in this drone attack and they've been rushed to the hospital at this point in time. This is the latest bit of information that's coming in. Remember, in many areas in Jammu Kashmir and other parts of the country also, drones have been intercepted, and this is the second night of escalation by Pakistan. Explosions were heard in Srinagar, near the Srinagar airport. Drones were shot down at several other places in Rajouri, we are learning, Pathankot, Jaisalmer, Jammu, and there are of course news now coming in, of course, about blackouts and siren raids being heard in several areas as well. This is in Jammu and Punjab that we are given to understand. But the latest bit of information that's coming in from Firozpur is that 3 people are injured in the drone attack by Pakistan. We have reactions also coming in. My colleague Gurpreet Chinna is also tracking all the updates on the ground there. We'll go to Gurpreet. Let's first listen in to what the people, eyewitnesses, doctors have to say.
ਡਰੋਨ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਬੰਬ ਗਿਰਿਆ, ਉਹ ਬਲਾਸਟ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ 3 ਜ਼ਖਮੀ ਹੋਏ ਨੇ। ਇੱਕ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਲੇਡੀ ਹੈ ਉਹਦੇ ਤਾਂ ਕਾਫੀ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਬਰਨਸ ਨੇ, ਉਹ ਬਹੁਤ ਸੀਰੀਅਸ ਹੈ। ਬਾਕੀ 2 ਜਣੇ ਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਘੱਟ ਬਰਨਸ ਨੇ ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਪੂਰਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਟ੍ਰੀਟਮੈਂਟ ਇਮੀਡੀਏਟਲੀ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰ ਦਿੱਤਾ।
ਉਹਦਾ ਟਾਈਮ ਹੈਗਾ ਸੀ ਤੇ ਲੱਖਾ ਸਿੰਘ ਦਾ ਘਰ ਆ ਜੀਡੀ ਰੋਡ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਹੀ। ਉਹਦੇ ਦੱਸਣ ਮੁਤਾਬਕ ਆ ਵੀ ਇੱਕ ਅੱਗ ਦਾ ਗੋਲਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਉੱਪਰੋਂ ਆਇਆ, ਉਹ ਆਣ ਕੇ ਤੇ 3 ਖੜੇ ਨੇ। ਇੱਕ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਬੇਟਾ, ਇੱਕ ਉਹਦੀ ਵਾਈਫ ਆ, ਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਕੋਲ ਆਣ ਕੇ ਪੈਰਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ 2-3 ਫੁੱਟ ਦੀ ਦੂਰੀ 'ਤੇ ਆਣ ਕੇ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਇੱਕਦਮ ਧਮਾਕਾ ਹੋਇਆ। ਕਾਰ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਅੱਗ ਲੱਗ ਗਈ ਤੇ ਨਾਲ ਇਹ ਵੀ 3 ਜੀ ਝੁਲਸ ਗਏ।
ਵੀ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਘਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਅੱਗ ਲੱਗ ਗਈ ਹੈ, ਉੱਥੇ ਕੋਈ ਡਰੋਨ ਜਾਂ ਵਗੈਰਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਕਾਲ ਕੀਤੀ ਆ ਚਾਚਾ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਸਾਡੇ ਘਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਡਰੋਨ ਡਿੱਗਿਆ, ਉਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਅੱਗ ਲੱਗ ਗਈ। ਹੁਣ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਆ ਕੇ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਉੱਥੇ ਇਹੋ ਜਿਹੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਕੋਈ ਨਜ਼ਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਈ ਸਰ, ਜਿੱਥੇ ਗੱਡੀ ਖੜੀ ਸੀ, ਔਰ ਗੱਡੀ ਸਾਰੀ ਸੜ ਕੇ ਸੁਆਹ ਹੋ ਗਈ ਹੈ। ਇੱਕ ਮੱਝ ਸੜ ਗਈ ਹੈ ਜੀ।
All right, my colleague Gurpreet Chinna with us on the broadcast here. He's been tracking all the latest developments on the ground and getting us all. We understand now 3 people from the same family are injured in this Pakistani drone attack in Punjab's Firozpur. Gurpreet, what do we understand now? What are we learning about the condition of those who are injured? How did this happen?
Well, what we have learned from the local sources, they say at about 8:30 p.m. They had observed something was being dropped from the sky toward their house, and that is also having fire like a fireball. Suddenly, when that had been dropped, immediately there was a car which has been parked in the courtyard of that house that caught fire. And these people, when they were trying to even douse the fire, immediately they have also caught fire. So what we have learned, 3 people, 3 family members, husband, wife, and son, they got caught in this fire, and they got a lot of serious burn injuries. So as of now, they are being taken to the local hospital for the further treatment. And what we have learned, the woman who was in the family, she has got a lot of critical burn injuries. She is under the treatment at this point of time. We have seen SSP Firozpur. He has already come there. He has already recorded the statement of eyewitnesses, and investigation have already been initiated into this case. But we have seen, if we can talk about this border area of Firozpur, we have seen there is a huge movement of drones in this area, and that had been started at about 8 p.m. when the local administration, they learned there was a movement of 2-3 drones at the border. But immediately after that, we have seen huge number of the drone movement had been reported in this Firozpur area, and this was also one of the incident which has been reported at about 8:30 p.m. and these all 3 people, they are victims of Pakistani-based drone attack which was being carried out in Firozpur. Back to studio.
Is that there is still total blackout in the area and drones are still being fired?
Well, as of now, what we have seen, they have already imposed the blackout in the whole area, and the police is conducting continuous patrolling. So we have seen also the moment is quite less as of now. What we have seen, there is a total silence in Firozpur, but at about 8 to 9:30, we have seen there was a huge moment from cross the border, and what we have learned, we have very efficient integrated defense system. So it might be possible most of the drones and most of that objects had been neutralized with our integrated defense system. So, but that will be once officially that will be confirmed. After that, we will be able to understand. But on the ground, what we can sense at this point of time, there is total silence and there is less movement as compared to 8 p.m. when we had seen and spotted number of drone attack or number of drone which were coming from across the border. Back to studio.
Just Punjab, but drones have been sighted in Jammu, Samba in Jammu Kashmir, Pathankot, as well as, of course, we are now given to understand in Firozpur. This activity is taking place also in Jaisalmer, Rajasthan. Multiple explosions have also been heard in Barmer and Pokhran in these regions. But in what can you tell us, Gurpreet? Give us more information about as to where all is this drone activity being sighted in Punjab? Is this limited to Firozpur or other areas are also affected?
Well, this border area is very vulnerable, and specifically if we can talk about the border districts, whether it's Gurdaspur, Pathankot, Amritsar or Firozpur, Fazilka, what we have learned that these drone movement had been spotted in Firozpur, Amritsar, Gurdaspur also, and in some parts of Hoshiarpur. And first time what we have learned, because this Hoshiarpur is a border area of Himachal Pradesh, and some moment had also been seen there. So yesterday we have also seen that number of our military area are being targeted, and we have seen Bathinda was also one of the prime target by Pakistan, and we have seen with our integrated defense system which we have at this point of time, they were able to even neutralize all these attacks which were being carried out yesterday. But today, if we can talk about in nutshell, if we can talk about blackout in areas, we have seen most of the border districts, they are already under this blackout, and what we have seen, these drone movement had been spotted in these areas, specifically Amritsar, Firozpur, Gurdaspur, Hoshiarpur, and yesterday we have seen a lot of drone movement in Jalandhar, but today we haven't observed and haven't noticed, and no report has come from Jalandhar that there was any drone movement. But if we can talk and compare the yesterday's moment and today's moment, what we have seen, Firozpur seems to be having high level drone movement, and a huge number of drone movement had been reported for the last 2 hours from 8 to 10 p.m. We have seen there was a huge movement, but we have seen there was a proper and professional coordination of civil administration with the defense forces, and that was one of the reasons why immediately when they learned about any movement across the border, they had just imposed a blackout and started making announcement. And here, if we can talk about Firozpur, we have seen multi-time siren was being used by administration to make aware to all the people who are residing in this border area. So as of now, this is the one incident which we are reporting where we have seen 3 family members, they got burn injuries because of this Pakistan drone attack, and what we have learned, even the police officers, they have already trying to investigate into detail to find out what type of ammunition, what type of explosive they were using, and what was the reason behind this attack. So all these investigations are already underway, and in Punjab, the people are not in any panic, because we have seen yesterday multi-drones which has been launched from Pakistan. They were being neutralized by our efficient defense system, and today we have seen even in Chandigarh there was alert, and after that we have seen the multi-alerts had been seen in various districts of our border. So as of now, if we can talk about these areas, not about Firozpur, even we can talk about Amritsar, Gurdaspur, somewhere down the lane it seems there is a silence. But yes, of course, we cannot take chance at this point of time, and our corps and our forces are already on toes, and the people of Punjab, they are also cooperating with all the defense forces, with all the local administration, and we have seen multiple mock drills had been conducted for the last so many days, so that if there is any emergency and if there is a warlike situation, and specifically these sirens which are being used by administration, that is the great indicator to the people, and the people,
Yes.
they are complying and following all the guidelines which has been issued by the local administration at this point of time. Back to studio.
All right. This is what we are learning about at the moment. Not just Punjab, but yes, in other parts of the country, multiple aerial threats have also been intercepted in Jaisalmer for the second consecutive night. And red alert has been issued. Blackouts have been issued in several border areas, creating some sort of panic also. But yes, we understand this is for security reasons that this is being done. But this is another big escalation by Pakistan. That is what we are witnessing at the moment. All right. US has also now called for de-escalation. Donald Trump has said that we share good ties with India and Pakistan, and we are in touch with both the countries. The White House says that Trump has good ties with both countries, and we want the conflict to de-escalate.
This is something that the Secretary of State and, of course, now our National Security Advisor as well, Marco Rubio, has been very much involved in. The President has expressed he wants to see this de-escalate as quickly as possible. He understands these are two countries that have been at odds with one another for decades, long before President Trump was here in the Oval Office. However, he has good relationships with the leaders of both countries, and the Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, I spoke to him just yesterday. He has been in constant communication with the leaders of both countries, trying to bring this conflict to an end.
All right. Remember, J.D. Vance also earlier had said yesterday in a statement that came out that this is, this conflict is between India and Pakistan, and we are not going to really be interfering or meddling in their affairs. My colleague Disha also now joins us on the broadcast here. Well, Disha, so US continues to maintain a neutral position at the moment. We understand with the statement once again coming in from the White House. The US says that Donald Trump, US has good ties with both the countries. We want the conflict to de-escalate, but at the same time, the US is not going to interfere in our matters.
Absolutely, Kitty. Now, in terms of the messaging that US has been sending out, it's quite clear that they are urging both India and Pakistan to de-escalate and stop this violence. But at the same time, the messaging is clearly on the side of India, because looking at some of the statements that have come from US Secretary Marco Rubio in his calls with both Pakistan Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif as well as Foreign Minister Jaishankar, while the statements are both calling for de-escalation, stopping this violence, when it comes to the statements regarding the call with Foreign Minister Jaishankar, the US really reaffirmed its support and its commitment when it comes to supporting India in its fight against terrorism. Whereas in the statement regarding his call with Pakistan Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif, he really made it clear that Pakistan needs to stop all its support for terrorism and terrorist groups in its territory. So really making it clear who they're aligned with in terms of India and its fight against terrorism. But at the same time, really ensuring that there is no unclear sign that US is trying to interfere or even mediate this conflict. They've made it very clear that we are urging India to de-escalate, but at the same time also pressuring Pakistan to stop its support for terror groups. And J.D. Vance again saying that this is none of US's business and none of Washington's business when it comes to mediating this conflict. It is up to India and Pakistan to de-escalate and stop this violence. So really making the message clear. Even when reporters were asking White House spokesperson Carolyn Leavitt about whether US President Donald Trump will get involved in mediating this conflict, she made it very clear that if US President Trump does want to get involved, if and when, the White House will inform the press about that. But no there is quite clear message from US,
Right.
de-escalate, and that we're backing India.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Disha, for getting us all those details there. We have some more information now coming in. This is through the government, we understand. The government, in a message, has said that Pakistan has used armed drones to target civilian areas. However, the situation is under close watch. This is the latest that's coming in, and there is no need to panic. Prompt action is being taken. Government has informed that drones were sighted at 26 sites near the LOC with Pakistan, and Indian Army is on high alert. The situation is under close watch. To talk more on this, Major General R.C. Padhi is also now joining us on the broadcast. All right, I'm also being told that my colleague Vishnu is joining us on the broadcast as well. He is getting us more about this information now coming in. Vishnu, the government in a clear messaging says Pakistan has used armed drones to target civilian areas.
That's right. Well, this is a significant escalation. This is an update which comes to us from defense sources. Drones have been sighted at 26 locations, ranging from Baramulla in the north to Bhuj in the south, along the international border and the line of control. There is the suspected use of armed drones as well, which pose potential threats to civilian and military targets. The locations include Baramulla, Srinagar, Avantipura, Nagrota, Jammu, Firozpur, Pathankot, Fazilka, Lalgarh, Jatta, Jaisalmer, Barmer, Bhuj, Kuarbet and Lakhi Nala. Regrettably, an armed drone has targeted a civilian area in Firozpur, resulting in severe injuries to members of a local family. Those who have been injured have been provided medical assistance. Very importantly, the armed forces are deploying anti-drone systems, counter-drone systems. The situation is under watch. Citizens are urged to remain calm, especially in border areas. These citizens are told to remain indoors, limit unnecessary movement, strictly follow safety instructions issued by local authorities. And here's a very important statement. While there is no need for panic, heightened vigilance and precaution are essential. What this basically means, through the use of Pakistani armed drones, there is a fairly severe escalation which has taken place. People need to stay calm. The government, the armed forces are responding to the situation right now. The situation in Firozpur is unfortunate. That's because an armed drone did strike a civilian area, resulting in injuries to a family. So this is what we are hearing right now. These attacks, like last night, over a large area, 26 areas, and I've listed the areas for you.
All right. Thank you so much, Vishnu, for getting us those details there. So this is clear, 26 locations where these drones have been sighted. And this is from Baramulla in north to Bhuj in the south. This is the statement coming in from official sources in the government. These include suspected armed drones posing potential threats to civilian and military targets. But the government clearly here maintaining that we are vigilant, we are on high alert. And there is no need to panic, and the situation is under close watch. All right. Major General R.C. Padhi with us on the broadcast here. Thank you so much, sir, for speaking to NDTV. What do you understand of the situation at the moment, sir?
Thank you, and Jai Hind. My analysis is that, in response to that terrorist attack in Kashmir, we destroyed in the first phase, we destroyed 9 terrorist infrastructure in Pakistan. Yes. And now the conflict has widened, and in this particular stage, mostly the air defense systems of both the countries are active. Now, the Pakistanis have got the air defense systems from the Chinese, from China, and the drones are mostly from the Turkey origin. Whereas we have got a very well integrated air defense system, which is well networked and which is networked by the Army, Navy and Air Force. It has got 3 verticals. It has got sensors, it has got battlefield command and control system, and it has got the ability to kill both kills. When I say kill, both soft kill as well as the hard kill capabilities. Now, what we see that our systems have been more effective. We could enter into Pakistan very easily, and their systems were not able to detect because mostly the radars were not non-functional. That is why the reports has also come that they have cancelled some of the procurement orders which they had placed to China. That is what has been reported in some of the media. Now, and that is also true because they were not able to detect our. When I say they, our detect missiles, our rockets, our
Yes.
drones, and that is why freely we could enter into Pakistan and target our intended targets, and we have achieved our result. Whereas what they have been doing, we could neutralize them, and we should be. And some damage is expected, and it's very unfortunate that they have targeted the civilian areas, which is
Yes.
not acceptable, because
And
as per-
also, sir, how Pakistan, this is the information that was given by the government earlier, how Pakistan did not actually close its airspace yesterday when about 300 to 400 drones were aimed towards Indian soil. It allowed the civilian aircrafts also to operate, using it as a shield to fire towards us.
yes, that is also another act which is not acceptable in a warlike situation like this. The civilian aircrafts, when they're using it as the cover, that means they're endangering the lives of civilians. You see, when in a warlike situation, you are supposed to close the airspace so that there is no civilian aircraft movement takes place. So these are very bad things which they are doing, which is not correct. And our response is very measured, and we are very focused. We want to only destroy the terrorist infrastructure, and the ultimate aim is the terrorist infrastructure means it is the Pakistan army, because in Pakistan army, after that Islamic radicalization, what has happened is the terrorists and the Pakistan army, they really get trained together. So
Yes, and that is very much evident, sir. We've seen those photos also, that the government also was showing how a state funeral was given to the terrorist, and we've seen military men also were present during that state funeral, and also now this information coming in, government of course confirming it, that Pakistan, it anyway doesn't really care about its civilians, its population, and what it actually cares about is targeting India and unleashing terror against India. That is very much clear here. All right, sir, thank you so much for speaking to NDTV. We'll come back to you later and try and get more details as to what the situation is at the moment, and what is expected in the next few days as well. We'll be keeping an eye on that. It's time for a quick break here. We'll be right back. Welcome back after the break. Well, Pakistan has now escalated this offensive against India, and Indian armed forces are responding effectively to the Pakistani attacks. We understand now several houses were damaged after Pakistan had opened unprovoked firing across the line of control in border areas of Jammu Kashmir last night. Well, Pakistani shelling was also reported in Poonch, Rajouri, Baramulla and Jammu districts as Indian armed forces thwarted a wave of missile and drone attacks from Pakistan. My colleague Ghazali now gets you this special report from Poonch. Take a look.
The city of Poonch is under heavy shelling, and that is why local and civil society organizations are individually or on an organizational level are holding free meals or even arrangement for the accommodation of the residents so that they can save themselves in the time of heavy shelling from Pakistani side. This is one such arrangement in the basement of a building run by this gentleman in the center here in the white t-shirt. He has arranged this for the local residents in the colony in the Poonch city for women, men and children. This is the kind of arrangement we can see here, so that if the shelling happens, they can be under safety, they can be under the protection, and that is why you can see all these people. That is, as this is close to the sunset time, late evening, it's the dusk time right now, that people have started gathering in this location. You can see kids, women, men, and there are separate compartments here for everyone to stay for their food and accommodation. I'll try to speak to these men who have arranged it, these people who have arranged it.
ये बताइए कि ये जो अरेंजमेंट आपने किया है, यहाँ कितने लोग रह रहे हैं, यहाँ खाना पीना कैसे चल रहा है?
ऐसा है कि यहाँ के जो लोग हैं बहुत एक सोशल लोग हैं, हम किसी से कुछ नहीं लेते। यहाँ जितने हमारे इस मोहल्ला के लोग हैं, मोहल्ला निवासी हैं, हमारे दोस्त हैं, हमारे जो भी रिलेटिव हैं, जो भी यहाँ पर रहते हैं, आपस में कलेक्शन करके हम यहाँ पर खाना बना करके रहते हैं। और एक बात जो कंपलसरी मैं आपको बताऊं, हम सब लोग जितने भी हैं 47 में जब विभाजन हुआ था, हमारे फोर फादर जो हैं वहाँ से विभाजन में यहाँ आए थे, उस वक़्त के हम यहाँ हैं और हम कभी भी यहाँ से भागने वाले में से नहीं हैं।
So you can see elderly, kids, women, male members, female members, they are all over here. That is why you can see that due to heavy shelling in Punch area, civil society members have gathered. The gentleman here who was explaining this also happens to be a member of BJP, but he has voluntarily gathered these people so that they can save themselves from any eventuality, from any risk, as Pakistan continues to strike and target the civilian areas in Punch district. With camera person Momin Sheikh, Mohammad Ghazali for NDTV.